Hey folks, Randy Go, Trout Magnet Man with you here today. Today, folks, I'm going to do a little short video talking about JDM stream trout rods. For those of you who fish for trout in streams, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, you already know it, you need a rod that can handle those fish when you catch them in current, be they 8-9 inch trout or be they 20-inch trout, because you get a rod, especially an ultralight angler, you use some area trout rods, you use some Maberu rods, aging rods. It may not work out well. Those rods are just not really designed to fight fish in current. They do fine in flat water. And I have used them to catch trout in current, and it works out. But boy, it's a lot better when you have the proper rod for the situation at hand. These stream trout rods, I should have bought them years ago. I didn't. I put off buying them because I fish microplastics 90% of the time, and these are not the rods you want to get to fishing microplastic. You can fish microplastics with them, but that's not what they're designed for. They're designed to fish hard baits for trout and current. That's exactly what they're designed for. Now, this was the latest acquisition on the stream trout rods. This is a Major Craft fine tail stream stage rod. This is the 4-foot 6-inch ultralight model. I have not caught a fish on this yet. I'm anxious to catch a fish on it. It's got some pretty decent flex. It's still a fast rod because after all it is a Major Craft, and they make fast rods. It's a very beautiful rod with the real wood seat here. The build is extremely high quality with all Fuji components. It's just a really nice rod that you can get. I think the price on them is about 180 bucks, something like that. Let me just check it here for you real quick. I don't want to tell you nothing that's wrong. It's one of the for the money. It's probably one of the better buys out there for quality trout rods. Yeah, they're running about you can get one for, if you can find one, you can get them as low as 148 bucks. I see here, 150 bucks. This is off of Digitaka. If you're looking for a stream trout rod, you might want to check out the Major Craft Fine Tail series. They're nice rods. Now, another rod that I bought and I have caught a couple of fish with, I want to see what it was like, is the Major Craft Fine Tail full glass rod. This is the 4-foot 10-inch model, I believe it is. Yes, 4-foot 10-inch model. It is a ultralight also, and it's completely different. If you've never fished a fiberglass rod, and I'm sure the older folks watching my channel have fished fiberglass rods quite a bit, but it's a completely different feeling. This rod casts good. It's very pretty to look at with the gray blank, the wood reel seat. It got great components. It's good build quality. I really look forward to getting out on the Little Red River and the White River out in Arkansas to really put this rod through its paces. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's just going to give you a different feel. It is a different action, and I try not to get the same actions on all the rods I got, the same power. I don't want two rods doing the same thing. Might want to have two rods where if I would like one so much, I got a spare in case I just love that rod so much I'd cry if it broke and I'd need another one. But so far I've been good about not getting similar rods. Then another rod that I've caught a lot of fish on is the Major Craft Fine Tail. I say I've caught a lot of fish. I have not caught, the 5-1 light. I have caught a lot of fish on this. This is a very fast rod. It's extremely fast. I love casting with this rod. Casting accuracy is very good with this rod. Once again, it has the real wood seat. It's got all Fuji components with sick-ass inserts. A forest green blank up to this part right here. Then the rest of it's a black. It's a very pretty rod. Very pretty rod. This rod's a lot of fun. I've caught a lot of trout with this rod. It works out great in the current. Just a fantastic rod. Not a lot I can say about it. Like I say, if you're looking to get a stream trout rod, you may want to start out with these Major Craft Fine Tails. because the price on them, I'm going to look up the price on this. Okay, the price on this rod right here that I have is today, if they have it, of course they don't have it at Digitaka, but would be 152 bucks. That's a pretty darn good deal, folks. I don't use, if I hadn't said, I may have already said, but you know, I didn't buy these to fish microplastics. I bought these to fish the spoons and the spinners and the minnows that I'm trying out, which I haven't caught anything on the minnows yet. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I must be doing something because I'm catching them on spoons and spinners, but I'm not catching them on the minnows. Maybe some of you trout guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong with the minnows, but so far I haven't done any good with the minnows. Then the last stream trout rod I got was also the first one I bought. And it is the top of the heap, in my opinion. It's the Tenryu Ray Spectra 6 foot 1 inch light action with the bar wood for the reel seat. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got the torzite inserts, titanium frames, Fuji. The action on this is really nice. I like this. This is a light. It's got a much softer action than the fine tail rods, much softer. I really love fishing with this rod. I've caught a lot of fish with this rod. Took it out to Arkansas. I caught a lot of trout with it. Absolutely love fishing with it. Plan on getting back out there again. The reason I don't have more of these Tenryu Ray Spectras is one reason alone, is price. The Tenryu Ray Spectra, and I don't think Chris has it anymore on his site, not the 6 foot 1. He's got the 5.1. I don't think he sells or he's probably out of stock of the 6.1. He's got the 6.3 light, got the 6.1 light, medium light. That's kind of an interesting power rating there. Then he's got the 5.1 light, which I'd really love to have the 5.1 light, but when these rods are, you know, mid 400s, high 400s, you can't, or I can't afford too many of them. But they're top of the heap. Now you can get better stream trout rods than this. You get up to Rodeo Craft, Anglo, of course, which is $700, $800, $900 rods. That's higher than I'm going to go. But these Tenryu Ray Spectras, I mean, you'd be hard pressed. The build quality on this rod is impeccable. It's actually made in Japan, unlike the major crafts I showed you, which are made in China. This rod is actually made in Japan, and it shows. I mean, you can tell a difference. The differences may be slight when you see certain rods made in Japan, certain rods made in China, even though they may be similar price points or close. You will notice the smaller details on the Japanese-made rods. They're just put together better. They just are. That's just a fact. But I absolutely love this rod. I caught a bunch of fish with it. I'll put some videos up here of where I'm fishing with each of these rods that I've fished with to let you see the bending curve on these rods. But as I said, these rods are designed to catch trout in current, and that they do very well, extremely well. And I love fishing with them. And I'm hoping Normandy will be down this week where I can go over there with a couple of these rods and check them all out, throwing some spoons, throwing some spinners, and throwing those minnows I bought, the Eden minnows, major crab, that I haven't caught a single fish on. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't get trout to hit them. I know they're a good trout bait. A lot of folks in Japan use them to catch trout, and I don't know why I can't, but so far I haven't. Spinners and spoons, I've good success with. The minnows, not so much. Of course, the Japanese feel like spinners are too easy to catch trout with. I don't feel that way, but I'm doing something wrong with the minnow fishing. Maybe some of you trout fishermen that fish the sinking minnows can give me some tips there. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all of you watching the channel. I try to answer the comments that I can. Sometimes I'll let some slip through. If you really want an answer to a question that's something that you just need to know something about that you think I can answer, it's best to fire me off an email. I always get to my emails. I don't think I've missed answering any emails. I could have, but I don't think so. But comments sometimes will disappear on their own, and sometimes I lose them in the other comments. But anyway, folks, appreciate you watching. Appreciate the support of the channel. Hope all of you are well. Hope all of you are safe. I hope you're able to fish where you're at, and I hope you're catching tons of fish. So until next time, sore lip 'em all, and life is good.